Good afternoon. It is my privilege and honor today to introduce to you another one of the books in the continuation of putting something unique, readable, and interesting out there. Now, today's book is very special to me, and I am sure it will be very special to most of you who are listening to me. The little book is titled Two Lands Under One God. It is in two versions. There is a white one and there is a green one. The reason you find these two colors, it's because white one depicts Canada and the green one depicts Zambia. Now, the subtitle of this little book is very interesting. It reads, A Treatise on the Constitutionalization of Prayer in National Emblems, the cases of Canada and Zambia. So what you see in this little book is something I discovered, not quite recently, but it had been bubbling into my soul. How that I find myself in two lands that share a very common heritage. At first, it's not very apparent, isn't it? You may not see any comparisons or significance between Canada and Zambia until you consider their national anthems. And then you begin to realize how blessed these two countries are. At the back of this book are two national anthems. These are the anthems of Canada and Zambia. I'll read you a line in the national anthem of Canada, which says, God, keep our land glorious and free. God, keep our land glorious and free. At the very beginning, you find another very illustrious line. It states, strong and free. Strong and free. And when you read the national anthem of Zambia, it's interesting. In the middle, in the chorus, you read these. Praise be, praise be, praise be to God. Bless our great nation. Praise be to God. Bless our great nation. And then you read at the very beginning of Zambia national anthem, this phrase, proud and free. Proud and free. What will shock you is that these are the same lines, same prayer. Canada invokes God to protect it. Zambia invokes God to bless it. It's the same thing, protection or blessing. And both of these two national anthems, they ask God, or they aim or yearn for proudness of being in these lands, as well as for total freedom. Both of these countries have those lines. What will shock you is that these two national anthems are 93 years apart. One was coined in 1880. The other was coined in 1973, Canada and Zambia respectively. And yet, the fathers of these two countries, the forefathers, the ancestors, had God on their heart, desired that these two nations would be ruled by God. Now, what will fascinate you is the history of Canada. Canada was initially called the Dominion of Canada. The Dominion of Canada. The Dominion of Canada. Why? Where did they just come up with the word, the Dominion of Canada? The Dominion of Canada is taken from Psalm 72, verse number 8. Canada derived its name from God, from the Bible, the God of the Bible. In Psalm 72, verse 8, it says, He means God shall have dominion from sea to sea. That's a phrase, a common phrase in Canada. From sea to sea. And dominion. Until 1882, Canada was the Dominion of Canada. And this name came from the Bible. If you look at Zambia, the root word Zambi is a common African name for God. So the derivative, Zambia, means that which is of God. These two countries named their nations after God. They gave their lands back to God. What will fascinate you too is in the sense that when they were coining these phrases, when they were thinking about these countries, they were committed to God. Now, you go a little bit further because you might think that it is coincidence. Look at Canadian Constitution. The preamble to Canadian Constitution clearly states that God is supreme in Canada. Now, most of the people try to alter that down. It is the same people that invoked the God of Psalm 72 verse 8